Well,
Yes, sir.
what was the reaction from the Cavs after losing to the Knicks?
They were tight. They were uh, lessons that had to be learned in the playoffs. This is not regular season basketball, and just need to make the adjustments. And if they, to quote JB Bickerstaff directly, if lessons aren't learned, this will be over quick.
Hmm. What was your? I gotta say this: the parts I saw,
Yep.
Evan Mobley talking about Jarrett struggling around the rim. Evan, he couldn't buy a basket around the basket, man. He just couldn't buy one. He just, I don't know if it was confidence. I don't know what it was, but he around the rim, he struggled. If it wasn't a dunk, he wasn't making it.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was the first playoff game jitters. He had 11 rebounds, but
Mm-hmm.
he. That's why stats can be misleading and deceiving.
Mm-hmm.
He had 11 rebounds, but every time there was a key rebound,
Yes.
he was nowhere in position. Uh, what late in the game, Jalen Brunson drove. He and Jared Allen
Mm-hmm.
were outside of the paint, and Isaiah Hartenstein. And with all due respect, Isaiah Hartenstein is an NBA player. He's a great player, former Cav.
Yeah.
But you got a challenge for that rebound. There's no way you can set offensive rebound just no nothing. No, there was just no. They were non-existent.
Yeah.
Not only in that play, I lost my word for a second, but they uncontested. He got that. He got that offensive rebound uncontested, and
then
he got another 14.
They got bullied.
Yep.
On some of those rebounds, offensive boards by the Knicks as well down the stretch. You know, playoff basketball is different.
And the bench.
Yes.
That's the thing. I'm watching Miami right now, and Kevin Love, and it was mutual. Kevin asked out. He saw the writing on the wall, but he sure could have been used yesterday in Cleveland. I mean, Josh Hart himself outscored the Cavs bench. 37-14 was the collective total. Josh Hart himself had 17 to the Cavs 14 total off the bench.
Vets.
Vets,
man. You more times than not, you win with vets. You know, the deeper you go in tournament playoffs, the vets come through.
Yep.
You know,
and to that point,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Well, no, to that point, I'm thinking already moving a little ahead to the offseason, there are going to be some vets that see this team. And Chris, you know this happens every year. There are going to be some vets that see this team and say, maybe I take a couple of dollars less to come to Cleveland, which is crazy because free agents never come to Cleveland. But you see Donovan Mitchell, who should be first team All NBA. You see Darius Garland, who's a top point guard in this league. You see Evan Mobley, who's coming. You see Jared Allen. Okoro is developing. Karis LeVert has to be re-signed to anchor that second unit. But
would you want them to do that? Re-sign Karis?
I know.
Okay.
And that's nothing against Karis.
But you want to upgrade?
Yes.
Yeah.
Karis is a great guy. I mean, he's great, but you got to upgrade.
Yep.
And I don't know if the number Karis is looking for, they're willing to pay. Karis in last year was still making 18 this year. I don't know that they're going to pay the number that Karis wants. I don't.
And you're on record right now saying you don't believe they should.
No. With all due respect,
sure,
gotta give him Mark Jackson though. With all due respect, but he's a great guy. He's a great player, but just at that number, I need more.
Sure,
I need more.
All right, Rockets have contacted 7. Oh, okay. I'll ask you, Will. I got some time in this as well. Who has a better NBA career long term, Evan Mobley or Jabari Smith Jr.? Because we should be talking about senior. So, and that is shade on Pops. So
yeah. Better career. I gotta say Mobley. And, number one, I'm biased. I see him more. You're in Houston, in Ohio. I see Mobley more. But in the 2 years I have seen him, what I've seen in the trajectory is nothing but up for that young man. He potentially within, as well as Donovan Mitchell's been playing, as well as he played yesterday. This time next year, we could be calling Evan Mobley the best Cavs player.
So you believe in his potential on offense as well?
Yes, because reports are, I've seen some straw polls of some voters who've released their ballots. Evan Mobley in his second year could potentially be named NBA Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Yes, I know Jaren Jackson Jr. Yes, is odds-on favorite, but voters have slowly been leaking their ballots, and he's been listed as one on a number of them. So,
I think defensively, Mobley for sure. I believe offensively, Jabari has more in his bag potentially than Evan does. But in 5 years' time, we could be splitting hairs, for both young men. Another example of, as folks who see me on my Rocket show, Let's Talk Houston Rockets, I love tall, skilled big men.
Yep.
So the fact we're talking about those two young men and not small ball, that warms my heart